What's up, everybody? This is Joe, aka Sir Stabbington. You want to play a kitty cat dating game? Why not? Why not? I'm gonna do a new game. I haven't started this at all. Ooh, who should I be? Why is everybody a doctor? Who should I be? Who should I be? I don't know. How about this chap? What's his name? Dingus. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I put myself in the top right here. This game supports an autosave. Please don't turn. Okay. I'm an angel. I'm a kitty cat angel. That cat was swimming. That's not what cats do. I'm not sure how long I've been sailing, but it feels like forever. I'm not feeling too well now, so it's a huge relief to hear the deck lad shout. Island approach, make yourself ready. Arr! Hey, it's Joe. That's me. I'm finally here when I applied last month. I was just another broke student living off of baked beans. Ooh, baked beans. This was developed in England, I think. And didn't really think about I had a chance of being accepted to be part of the prestigious Cat Island research team. Cat Island? Cat Island? Is that a cat? An island shaped like a cat, or a cat shaped like an island? Yet here it is, a little black dot on the distance, growing bigger by the second, and it is infamous Cat Island, the place I will call home for the next few months. My heart momentarily skips a beat. What if there's been a mistake? What if they've accepted someone else's application as the offer to be? I rummage around in my bag until I find the papers. DPRI, DP Corporation. Dear Dingus, that's me. We are pleased to able to offer you the position of research assistant to Professor Popper at our research. Do you think they are destitute? On Cat Island, in episode of 8 weeks, your contract has said separately. We look forward to working with you. Your Professor Popper, PhD, BSc, Hans. Hello, it's Hans. No mistake, that's my name, Dingus. Nobody else is called that. Right there in the top left-hand corner, Dingus. And there's his name at the bottom, the genius behind the whole operation. Professor Popper. Science, genius, new boss. My new boss. I'm starting a new job pretty soon. So this hits close to home. Ugh. Applying for jobs, that was annoying. I look up for my papers to see dry land rapidly approaching us, but before us it seems to be surrounded by a huge barrier of impenetrable black roots. As we get closer, there's not slowing down. We're not slowing down, and I begin to worry about that we're going to crash into them. Then, at the very last moment, we take a sharp turn to the left, and suddenly we're sailing smoothly towards jetty through an opening in the rocks. I blow out the breath that I've been holding and break into a smile. Nicely done, Skipper. Nicely done, Skipper. The ferryman comes out from behind the steering wheel, ignoring my attempts at camaraderie. Camaraderie! And shouts rather brusquely. Bob. Hey, Bob. Take all your belongings. We won't be back for days, so don't leave nothing you'll need. Thank you. I smile weakly at the ferryman and his sons and picks up my bags. Ready to disembark, we glide seamlessly up to the wooden jetty, and the son leaps ashore to tie us off. He is greeted by a bulky man in a uniform who I take to be a security officer of some sort. Joe. Sir, I caught you a mouse. A mouse? And then he laughs loudly as though he's been said the funniest thing I've ever heard. It's very disconcerting. What is everybody a cat? The security guard remains surly and turns his attention to me. Let's be having you then. Ooh. He's very forward. He holds out his large hand, which I assume is an offer to help me over the boat. But I have to reach to take it. He snatches it away, throwing me off balance so that I almost fall over the side. What a great start! ID card. Oh, I see, of course. I reach into my backpack and head over in the car the mainland. Handy. That's me. Date issued. Oh, the 1st of the 2017. That was 2 years ago. That was one of them disco cats that I've heard so much about. He barely looks as if before striding off, grunting over his shoulder. This way. I follow him down a dirt track path and get my first proper view of the island. It's beautiful, lush, and green. I'm already under its spell. Where's the kitty cats? After no more than a couple of minutes trekking, we're at base camp, which consists of an assortment of tents and huts. Among them are 2 more solid-looking structures, and one larger and one smaller. I presume these are the labs. The whole camp is moderate but functional. It reminds me of an army outpost. I'm struck by the lack of people. In fact, there's no one apart from the older woman sitting outside peeling a pile of potatoes. Taters! I smile and give her a little nod, and she just stares back at me. Mrs. Marigold. I try not to get paranoid. Here. He stopped at the largest tent, the largest of the tents, indicating that I should go inside. I feel rude just walking in, so I made my presence known first. Hello. A firm but friendly voice. Come. Yes. I walk in, and there he is, hunched over some documents. He's got one of the thingies. He's gapping in the teeth. A great Professor Puffer. Sir, it's an honor to meet you. With you? Yes, you must be Dingus. Come on in, my dear. Delicious. Glad to have you aboard. Come a good journey. Well, long. Yes, indeed. We're rather tucked away here. Oh, my first choice. Let me offer some refreshments. Water, coffee, something stronger, perhaps a whiskey. It would be rude to let you drink whiskey on your own. Well, if you're having one, might as well. It would be rude to let you drink it. Jolly good, I can tell you, and I are going to get along famously. He takes a swig from this bottle and passes it to me. I try not to show off my self-consciousness and surreptitiously wipe the neck of my sleeve before taking a modest sip. It will take you quite a while to find your way around and discover how all it all works. So for today, I thought you'd just get you kitted out and maybe introduce you to some of the locals. The cats, that is. Meow. I believe you already met most of the human locals. Oh, I've only met the ferryman and the security guard who brought me here. Yes, that's about it. And the lady outside? No, Mrs. Marigold. Her and her husband are the caretakers. Wonderful couple of the Marigolds. You'll meet them before too long. We're a tidy little family here, Dingus. And I'm sure you'll fit in nicely. Thank you, sir. I hope so. Okay, so first things first. So this is your basic kit. He begins to go through a pile of things on his desk, explaining each one of them in turn. This is your backpack. You can put everything in it. Yeah, we will be going on plenty of field trips, so it'll be very useful. And as will your own water bottle, some disinfectant, pan spray. These are heavy-duty reinforced gloves, which are essential when tagging cats out in the wild. Don't want to make any scratches from felines we don't know now, do we? I suppose not. I shove each item into my new backpack and he gives them to me. Likewise, he scuttles about this is a lot here. He navigates a small pile of what looks like laundry. It's his basic uniform, lab coats, masks, stethoscope, etc. Pottery bowl, first aid kit, camping knife, and all tool attachments. Finally, without most importantly, the booze. Oh, a terrible-looking cat phone. This. He holds something that looks like a mobile phone, except it clearly isn't one. This is your catalog. Catalog? Yeah, the name comes from its earliest version. It was initially designed to record and store data on the cats, scan them, and log their details. But as you see, we've come a long way since then. Now you can use it to communicate with the rest of our team. I've added everybody's contact details for you. Listen to music, take photos. There's even a pen that comes with it to insert microchips into the back of the cat's neck so we can keep track of them. It is a very, very valuable piece of equipment, Dingus, and I need you to protect it above all else. Do you understand? He looks at me directly in the eye and clearly expects a response. Yes, sir, of course. I will look after it. Good. You'll get to know all the functions as you go along, but for now, I suggest we take a stroll out and see if we can't find a few friends to introduce you to, so that I better try it out. He hands me the gadget. I feel a bit nervous taking charge of it, but also really keen to have a go. Oh, very good. He's throwing himself into this work, is Dingus. Oh, there's a cat! We headed down to the beach, the professor explaining things as we go. The mixture of terrain on Cat Island is quite unique. Even in such a relatively small area, you'll find forests, mountains, jungles, beaches, woodlands, all of the different geological and ecological zones in one place. It really is most remarkable. It certainly is. Whoa! Even the lack of wildlife is in itself quite remarkable. What do you mean, Professor? Well, put simply, there's a type of force field that surrounds this island, disallowing anything to enter. What? You mean literally anything? Absolutely no birds, fish, or creatures of any kind can penetrate it. What do the cats eat? Forgive my lack of a challenge, Elizabeth. We're here? The professor lets out a disconcertingly loud laugh. Ah, I see what you mean. Well, there is, of course, one small break in this invisible wall, and that is where we built the jetty. But let's not get too bogged down in all that right now. What do we need to know is that basically the island is shaped like a peanut. Peanut? He has picked up a nearby stick and draws a simple map on the sand. Yep, that's a peanut. This end is our end of the island. Our end is very well known to us now. We've been researching here for many years. The other end is not so familiar to us. We have encountered difficulties that have hindered our progress into the region. Ah! What type of difficulties, Professor? Well, we're not as sure as we'd like to be, but what I can tell you is that the environment has an adverse effect on humans, including nausea at the very least. At the worst? Fainting, migraines, possible nerve damage. Ugh, that is serious. As I say, it's best to keep away, but let's not go into that all now, my dear. We've had a long day. For now, let's just say we refer to the far end of the island as the danger zone. Danger zone. With good reason. I must ask you not to put yourself at risk by venturing beyond this mountain range here. You first drawing a line that passes the center and an X centre and an X through the end section. There are wild, aggressive cats out there. I wouldn't want you getting too close to them. Unlike our lovely fellows close at home. Lovely fellows. He's led me into a spot where a few cats are lounging about. What do we say we try out your catalog now, Dingus? Yeah, Dingus. He stoops down and picks up one of the animals, a disgruntled-looking cat who was sleeping under the shade of a palm tree. Whoa! We found our first cat! It's a horrible-looking cat. The cat lets out a displeased mewl, but it doesn't struggle. Its large body, billowing with long orange fur, just sort of hangs in the professor's arm. Lazy resignation. Would you have a go at scanning this delightful chap? I found the on switch and, somewhat timidly, activated. Beep, beep, beep. The gadget immediately comes to artificial life. Artificial life, emanating a boop, boop, boop sound with a red something. I select the app labeled Cat Scan. It loads instantly. There's no delay on this thing. The professor holds the cat towards me and is with arms outstretched. I'm sure he said the scanning chip is implanted on the back of the neck somewhere, but it's difficult to find this one's neck amidst the thick cloud of fur. I blow to make a parting and then press the Cat A log to his skin. It's a bit of like scanning groceries in the supermarket where I used to work. I've never worked in a grocery store, and I think I'm glad for it. That should do it. And he plops a marmalade Tom back into the shade. Sure enough, upon withdrawal, I find the cat has been successfully scanned. Floofybutt. Floofybutt. Name, Floofybutt. Male. 10 years, 4 months. Breed, red tabby. Persian. Red eye color. I heart it. Amazing! Clever, isn't it? A large part of your job here will be to tag and scan the cats, such as Mr. Floofybutt here. But, as it looks like you'll have no problems at all in that area. Excellent work, Dingus. Thank you, sir. I can't wait to get started. Well, why don't we get a bit more practice with that catalog and scan the rest of them while we're here? These 5 spend a lot of time together. They're like a little family, aren't you? Yes, you are. The professor seems to be a genuine cat lover like me. I think we're going to get on great. Okay, here it goes. No help this time. The professor steps back. The First cat I approach is friendly, with beautiful calico markings. Comes toward me already purring. Whoa. Meow. Meow. Trixie. Gender female, 3 years, 8 months. Breed calico American short hair. Eye color green. Yep, certainly looks like it. Next is an elegant, sleek, hairless cat sitting gracefully in the sun. She doesn't pay me much attention and allows me to scan her with minimal fuss. Ugh. Snooty Booty. Snoochie Boochies. Snooty Booty. 11 years, 1 month, breed Sphinx. Eye color blue. The fourth cat I approach is a noisy one. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Murphy. Floofybutt. 6 years, brown crossbreed, green. He's got a little tuft of hair. And finally, the one I've deliberately put off until last. He's been skulking around the edge of the activity, eyeing me suspiciously, as though he could pounce at me at any moment. I laugh at myself, already projecting personalities onto the end. What are you doing? Kibbles. 3 years, white British long hair, green eyeballs. Kibbles. Well done, I hope you enjoyed meeting some of the locals. I certainly did, and I hope you did too, because that's the end of this episode. Like, comment, and subscribe for more kitty cats. Was it Purrfect date? I'm gonna date these cats? I don't know. These games are weird. You turn into cats and stuff and you smooch them. Whatever. Bye, everybody.